by tiny people. The book's hopeful, inclusive refrain: a person is a person no matter how small. It's about as far as you can get from the ignoble words about the Japanese a decade earlier. He even dedicated the book to my great friend Mitsugi Nakamura of Kyoto, Japan.
Clearly, his ideas changed quite a bit later on. These political cartoons, while interesting, are not as polished or witty as the children's books he would later write. Dr. Seuss's art style has remained very consistent throughout pretty much all of his career. To demonstrate this, you can take a quick glance at any of the advertisements that he illustrated and immediately recognize his signature style. Anything from Ford, to Standard Oil, to a detailed drawing of hell for General Electric. I cannot understate how unique and recognizable Ted Geisel's art style was. His figures are simple.
Dude, some of you cannot shed yourself. You know how some people can't shed themselves of their debate lord ways, even if their ideology changes? Some of you literally can't shed yourself of your previous, like, cancel culture heavyweights either. Like, it's like you come from all different walks of life on the internet, all different corners of the internet. Some of you are like ex fucking debate lords, and some of you are like ex cancel culture heavy lords, like cancel lords, sweat lords, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you're literally fucking mad at the person in like 1952, okay? Like, where is this energy? Like, why are you? Like, he's not saying like, oh, I have an Asian friend, so I can't be racist against. I have a Japanese friend, so I can't be racist against Japanese. Like, he very clearly grew out of it. You're also like expecting someone to have 2020 understanding. He's also super dead. I mean, I don't even give a fuck. Like, I mean, fuck Dr. Seuss and fuck his artwork, but like, goddamn, dude, I have no appreciation for what he's done. I don't care. I've never consumed any of his shit. This entire conversation originally started because I was like, I don't know what the fuck Dr. Seuss or the Grinch is. Never apologized for the anti-black comic though. Keg Wade. Actually, I don't know what his take is on that, but he's very clearly anti-racist. He made fucking political cartoons about black labor and white labor, and how they all have the same fucking interests. We just saw it. So clearly he wasn't necessarily as racist as he was once. Motherfuckers asking for him to apologize. Our warlord Stalin to the Victory Express. Now don't tip the red cap too much. You know how I hate Russians. Our Cliveden set. I think being anti-Japanese was probably as acceptable as being anti-Bin Laden after 9/11. No, being anti-Japanese in that respect is not even anti-Bin Laden. It's like being anti every Middle Eastern person is a terror, like, or assuming every Middle Eastern person is a terrorist. He's blaming Russia for all making fun of how much Soviets gave to fight the Nazis and how we didn't do shit. Keep going.
Yet complicated. Plain and rounded droopy faces contrast with intricate cross-hatching on things like clothes and fur. His characters are very gestural and lively, and his buildings and machinery are no different. They often seem to defy gravity, and rarely contain any straight lines. The use of cross-hatching and reliance on pen and ink, along with the strategic flat colors seen in most of his books, probably comes from his experience as a cartoonist, with the goal of keeping the interest of younger audiences. And combined with the ridiculous designs of his creatures and machines, they all form an identity that is overwhelmingly and undeniably Seussian. While the rhymes, inventive made-up words, and timeless storytelling are the core of his children's books, the imagery he uses to bring that whimsical poetry into visual forms is essential to the experience of a Dr. Seuss work. And what makes this style more intriguing is when it's put into different situations, from political cartoons to taxidermy. But there is another collection of lesser-known Dr. Seuss art that I find the most interesting of them all. Dozens of paintings that Dr. Seuss made in private, and were not to be released until after his death. A collection he liked to call the Midnight Paintings. What strikes most people first about these paintings is how different they are from his mainstream works.
Wait.
There's a lot more black.
Can I show this? I don't know. Like, if it's art, am I allowed to show? Like, I don't know if there's like dicks and shit in it. I just don't know. They aren't loose, just dark? Okay. For the record, most of the things that chat was crying about came out to be silly as fuck. Sorry.
Black and other colors in these works, and many of them have a more ethereal quality. Clearly, these paintings were made for more emotive and leisure goals rather than storytelling ones. It's hard to summarize the many paintings he produced behind closed doors, so it's really best to approach them case by case. These secret Dr. Seuss works have a variety of styles and subjects. This painting, titled Cat Detective in the Wrong Part of Town, is reminiscent of Cubist works, but with brighter colors and typical Seussian architecture. A few other paintings contain a similar style, but for subjects like resorts. Others are more dramatic, forcing the viewer into unorthodox perspectives like this Dutch-angle view of blobs of color leaping out of a brightly colored ocean, or this drastically curved landscape that seems to extend for infinity. Some are entirely abstract. Others are more pattern-based, like this painting of dozens of working-class birds walking up and down, made to express Geisel's economic concerns. Then this painting, a plethora of cats, was made for a simple reason: to show a lot of cats. But more specifically as a form of relaxation to see how many cats he could paint in. And how many are on this one canvas exactly? 392. A more satirical set of works, called the La Jolla Bird Women, resulted from Geisel people-watching from his La Jolla Tower studio. These thin bird folk were made to gently poke fun at his neighbors, and as you would expect, they are quite simple. They're women, but birds. The works I think are most interesting are the ones that are darker, both in color schemes and subject matter. A very simple painting titled Cat in Obsolete Shower Bath demonstrates the purely aesthetic choices of the darker paintings. The brushstrokes and layering of color is erratic. There's no flat or smooth colors, just textural grungy spots forming the environment. The greenish yellow of the shower curtain is reminiscent of mold. There is speculation this is meant to represent how early in his life, Ted Geisel had to spend time in dingy one-room apartments. These overlapping gradients and textural painting is a far cry from the clean, calculated...
I'm canceling him, dude. He was a fucking furry. Just kidding. That was a joke.
Coloring of his children's books. And many of these paintings seem to represent a seedier, almost cynical aspect we didn't usually see in his art. One of my favorite paintings, Cat from the Wrong Side of the Tracks, seems to imply just from the title the subject is an inversion of the child-friendly Cat in the Hat. The face is more angular, his whiskers unkempt, and his aura is overall more sinister. To complement this, we get more Seussian architecture but applied to a pool table, with a bunch of nonsense angles and extreme distortion. One of my favorite details is the beads above his head. Everyone knows the saying, "A cat has 9 lives," right? Well, let's just say that it seems 8 of his beads are used up. and there seems to be just one left. A similar painting, Indistinct Cat with Cigar, develops a theory that these cat representations could be something of an alter ego, considering that Dr. Seuss was a lifelong smoker. And just like how he never smoked where a child might see him, these paintings too remained hidden. It's hard to find any self-portraits of his that are positive or pleasant. One of them is quite blatantly titled, Self-Portrait of the Artist Worrying About His Next Book. So it seems to me some of these works might have been Dr. Seuss's version of vent art. Well, that's
Dude, this is sick. Like, his art was fucking sick. Thank you guys for telling me that Dr. Seuss was racist as fuck and anti-Japanese, because now I'm a fan of his. Not for those reasons, obviously, but
probably an oversimplification, but you get what I mean. Probably one of the creepiest, darker paintings is Surly Cat being a
now we got it. Now we went down this rabbit hole, and I am familiar with his overall body of work.
Rejected, where this grotesquely long cat is being sent away by this
video is biased and you know it.
Almost faceless mannequin-like woman in the dead of night. It's hard to pinpoint exactly why I find this work slightly unsettling, but I would guess it's the combination of all the uncanny and distorted elements. Of course, in contrast, there are many hopeful and bright paintings, such as this sunny seascape, full of roaring waves and the impossibly long tail of a bird being manipulated by the great swirls and fluctuations of the wind. The dynamic shapes that Geisel so masterfully produces gives this painting a great sense of energy and movement. Then there are paintings that walk a delicate middle ground between melancholy and hopefulness, such as The Great Cat Continuum, made during his later years. Dr. Seuss's cat seems to walk through an enormous line of windows from one experience to the next, each with slightly different shapes and distortions. There are a few with biblical meanings, such as this depiction of the Tower of Babel, or this cat named Joseph Katz, sporting a brightly colored outfit, clearly alluding to—
Dude, this video is nitpicky and biased. Bye-bye, I win. Didn't even say Dr. Seuss was racist once. Very clearly in the pocket of big doctors. Very clearly in the pocket of big Dr. Seuss. Bye-bye, I win.
To the story of Joseph and his brothers. But the ones that are my favorite come from a stage in the Midnight paintings often referred to as Geisel's Deco period, referring to the black backgrounds and golden structures. The iconic and strange, asymmetrical, slightly organic architecture is illogical, almost alien, even more so than in his books. Because this time there is few basic structures to even signify something inhabitable, not even a window or roof. The only thing that is an indicator are the stairs. Stairs that seem to lead nowhere. And when you have this architecture set in front of an almost pure black background, both with a single creature resting in the middle, you get this immense sense of isolation, abandonment even. It is difficult to assume that the people who built these structures are even living there anymore. But the creatures currently relaxing in these structures are happy. They are a beacon of life and hope. And that's why with this sense of isolation, you also get this immense sense of tranquility. Other Deco paintings give off similar feelings, but not as intensely as these two. When I first heard about these secret paintings, I wanted to find some sort of code to crack. Some puzzle or hidden meaning behind these private works that could possibly unlock some of Dr. Seuss's genius, or give some magical window into the man's soul, or reveal some deep, dark secret. But of course, these paintings are a variety of things. None of them really gossip-worthy. And while they do reveal some sides to Ted Geisel that were previously unknown, they are also fun, humorous, and express his imagination just as well as in his books, but with more coloring and subject matter freedom. The many atmospheres and moods expressed in the Midnight paintings are often different from his books, but I can say with utmost confidence, they are just as creative.
Dude, this person literally is like writing in Twitter speak. Watch. He was racist as fuck, but didn't he like grow and learn? It's what Horton Hears a Who is about. Unless I'm mistaken, Horton Hears a Who is literally about Seuss recognizing he was racist as fuck and realizing that's fucked up and trying to move past it. Folks in here trying to pretend they're all woke from the start. Oh, never mind. I thought you were shitting on. Oh, my bad. I thought you were literally fucking shitting on him and being like, folks in here are trying to make it seem like he's woke from the start. My bad. I'm sorry. You were actually the one who was fucking appropriately calling out everyone. Yo, let me just say something here. No, it's not a fire. It's a misfire, and I also immediately walked it back. Listen. Listen. One of the most annoying traits of certain chatters, aside from like, immediately jumping on the fuck, Dr. Seuss is racist as fuck because I read a BuzzFeed article on how racist he is or some shit. One of the parts about this that really fucking annoys me is people being like, oh, I just got back from peeing and like, having a meeting with my accountant on Christmas evening and he's still on the stun lock. It's like, dude, that's the beauty of this fucking stream, is that we go from a fucking Pawn Stars episode to like going down a rabbit hole for 25 to 30 minutes about Dr. Seuss and learning new things about fucking Dr. Seuss. Shut the fuck up. That's the whole point, dude. Go watch any number of other fucking React Andes if you just want someone to be like, oh, this is funny, or like, I don't know, make like poop and dick jokes or something, like, which by the way, I do that as well.
Santa Claus, you know what I mean? So it is Christmas oriented still, but that's his specific thing. Like if you like the Grinch, you're gonna have to take the Christmas on the side of the plate. They kind of all go together.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
So how much do you think it's worth?
My feeling is it's worth between $2,500 and $3,000.
Rarely you see one of these signed by Chuck Jones, especially.
He was very proud of the animation he created. So he signed all of these, every single one of them, because he wanted the world to know this is his. This is the one that he created.
Thanks, Ben. You're the best.
Thanks a lot for having me. It's good to see you again, man. Hey, that's a cool piece. Yeah, thanks a lot. You guys take it easy. If Rick's able to get a good price on this, he should absolutely purchase it because it would be extremely easy to sell.
He knows his art. Yeah, I mean, he really does. I'd give you $1,500 for it.
Can't go that low. I mean, it's matted. It's all set to go. $2,250.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $2,000 for it.
21.
Nope.
Alrighty, let's do it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Man.
All right.
Other half of year-end review and Okay Buddy coming up after this video.
Come with me, man.
Got this at an auction for a really good price, so even selling it at $2,000 is a great profit for me, so now I'm gonna go out and buy some more.
Merry Christmas again.
My God.
What are you guys laughing at?
Tom Wake,
What is wrong with you?
that is probably the worst outfit.
The only person that's ever gotten like a glow up after abusing meth is Chum Lee, dude. Think about that.
I have ever seen anyone have on their body. I look stupid, but that's ridiculous. You guys ready to exchange gifts or what?
All right, Santa, who's first?
Someone's first.
Every year for Christmas, me and the guys do a secret.
I didn't run an ad at the top of this hour either. Dude, y'all are slacking today. No one is reminding me, dude. No one is fucking reminding me, dude. All right.
Secret Santa. Most of the time the gifts stink, but hey, it's all for good fun.
I got you a present.
What? Oh my God. This dude is such a freak, dude. Jesus Christ.
What is this?
It's wrapped in foil.
There's this one fucking psychopath. There's this one psychopath who is this like psychopathic incel who literally makes like, I shouldn't even mention him because he's still doing it. Dude, he's been No, I don't think he's like 15, and I think he's from Europe. I've like talked to him before to try to like get a better sense of where he's coming from, and to try to get him to like, you know, chill the fuck out. He has not stopped, and me talking to him actually made it way worse. For the past years, for the past couple of years, for the past like 2-3 years, he's been like, he's been just like psychotically obsessed, I think, with like Pokimane, and like thinks is that non-virgin shaming? I don't know, but he's saying that like he just thinks that like I'm dating Pokimane, and he literally has like 7 million fucking sock accounts, and every time I ban one, another one pops up, and he's like, oh, like, oh fuck, I really shouldn't have fucking even reacted. Oh, it's gonna get so much worse now. He'll like threaten to say like, I'm gonna fucking harass the shit out of your mom and your brother. I guess I have to harass your mom and brother now, to you know, get the truth. Yeah, I ban him all the time. He just has an insane amount of he has an insane amount of time and an insane amount of energy, and like there's no way to fucking ban him. He has so many accounts, so many fucking accounts. At first I thought it was like multiple people, and there are a couple different people, but like there's this one that is like, some psycho made like a YouTube timeline of relationship between you and Pokey. What the fuck, dude? If he IP bans, he'd probably buy a VPN. It doesn't matter, because Twitch isn't the part where it matters. The part that fucking matters, that is annoying, is the Instagram. Like, he'll make like a million Twitter accounts. He'll make like a million Twitter accounts, and like fucking right under every tweet. It's nuts. And the best thing to do is just like avoid it, because ultimately it's nothing. Like, it's some fucking psychotic pussy who is obsessed and delusional, and like probably in love with Pokimane, and like in his mind he's like, oh no, they're dating. I don't know why. Like, we never talk ever. Last time I talked to Iman was during the Among Us thing. That's it. Some streamer made a critique of you. Dude, that's my favorite, dude. When some fucking random idiot is like, can you please watch the streamer's critique of you? And it's it's a fucking Brittany Venti video. How will I recover, dude? Hey, no free clout, brother. Anyway. It is truly terrifying. Is that the same guy who harassed Will's girlfriend a few months back? Yeah. That dude is crazy. Like, that dude is just, I wish he could get help, man. I really wish he would get help. Does he harass my family? Bro, my family don't read fucking DMs, dude. Are you crazy? They don't give a fuck. They're not like, they're normies, bro. Look at viewer Christmas gifts. What is that? Yeah, if you think I fucking don't know Wall, my family is the ultimate kings and queens that don't know Wall. Hi, Son. I saw you ignore my message asking if I was your favorite transgender chatter. I'm a gaming frog, politics lurker, okay buddy poster, and offliner. I am wondering what else you want from me, to revert to Islam? Fine. Is this what you want? No, don't do that. Just looking at the gifts we got for Christmas like HC's doing. Dude, my audience are a bunch of fucking socialist students and a little bit older than XQC's audience. I don't think it's gonna be fun time, dude. I think it's gonna be the opposite. I bought myself porn for Christmas. See, that's what I'm saying. It's literally dudes that are gonna be like, yeah, I bought the Belle Delphine porn and it was mid. I mean, I didn't get fucking shit for Christmas, dude. I got nothing. But what else? What are you gonna get me? You know? They got me fucking socks. I hate socks.
Chumwick, this is one of the coins that was on the desk the other day.
I have a small budget.
Chumwick, it's the thought that counts. Thank you very much.
Pops.
Ricky, read it, damn it. Tell us what it says.
Happy holidays. You didn't even sign the damn thing, and there's like $5 in this thing.
There's 7. Merry Christmas.
This is classic Corey. $7. I guarantee you that's what he had in his wallet.
He give you money. That's what I always want. I never get it.
I gave you money.
You give me a coin, which I owned before.
Here you go, chum.
All right, this looks good. Sweet.
I know you wanted it. Me and the guys don't normally take this too seriously, but we all do have a soft spot for Chum, and he's usually the only one who gets a real gift.
Thanks, Rick.
No problem.
The only person left's Big Hoss. Hey, and your grandmother made it for you.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh. How'd I guess? Oh, that's sweet.
Put it on, Corey. Grandma's coming down.
What time's she coming down?
We don't know, so you're gonna have to wear it all day long.
Put it on.
Come on, Corey, put it on.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. Do you really want to break your grandma's heart?
It's a possibility at this point, buddy.
Corey, that is you.
She seriously couldn't have thought this was a good idea.
Corey, your grandmother put a lot of work into it.
I think it looks great, Hoss.
All right, Christmas is over. Bah humbug, all that crap. You wear the sweater. You get your ass over there and go to work.
It's the ugliest sweater I've ever seen in my life.
I can't stop laughing.
Hey, how's it going? What can I help you with?
Well, I have 4 pieces of original Mad magazine, John Martin preliminary art of the cover, one of the Christmas issues.
Sweet. I know Mad started off as more of like a gore comic, and then they went more towards the satire version of it. I know there was congressmen that wanted it banned, which if you think about what's on TV and stuff today, and this was a problem back then. Right?
Today I'm selling 4 pieces of original Mad magazine, Don Martin art. I like Don Martin's art because it portrays a lot of humor. I want to sell these so I can get some additional money. I plan on going to Costa Rica to visit my son who's down there studying for college. These are very interesting because a lot of the Don Martin art that's available today is his black and white art that's actually inside the magazine. I think these are much more desirable because they are related to the cover and because they are in color.
Okay, good. Any idea how much you're looking to get?
I'm looking for $3,000.
Okay. Do you mind if I have a friend of mine come down and check them out? I just think he'll know a lot more about them and what they're worth than I will. It'd be better for both of us.
Not
Don
Book Mommy.
Martin, I see. I was a big Mad magazine fan. These are really interesting. These look like preliminary drawings or storyboard drawings. One of the neatest things about Don Martin was his ability to make you laugh without any words. Satire, just through line drawings, which is very, very difficult.
Wasn't he also known as Mad's maddest artist?
He was Mad's maddest artist because if you look at his drawings, they're very wacky. If you look at the shoes he always does kind of the floppy shoes, people without necks, the bulbous nose. I mean, look at this one. This is classic Martin right here. He's pulling out his hair because the amount of Santa Claus is begging him for money.
What do you think they're worth?
These are in very good condition. They've been cared for. I would put these at somewhere between $400 to $600 per piece, around $2,400 on the high end. You still have to get them framed and things, but the Christmas theme might make them a little bit narrow.
I'm waiting for Chai to be like, oh, dude, the artist is the worst person in the world. He killed someone with his cartoons, you know?
For collectors, and we have to remember, these never saw the magazine. If they did see the magazine, it would have a little bit of extra value.
I'd like to offer you around $1,000 for them. You got to figure I've got to frame every one of these. You know, for as cool and as collectible as they are, it's not as if they're going to fly off
He literally did? No shit he did if he did.
the shelf.
Selling them for $1,000, I lose money.
Okay, well, give me a better number.
Well, $2,000.
I'll do $1,200.
They're original, they're Don Martin, they're in color. When I bought them, I didn't buy them framed. I think they're valuable as they are without being framed.
I'll do $1,400. That's the most I can go.
If you do $1,500, you have a deal.
All right, I'll do $1,500. You got a deal.
Damn.
I have my $1,500. Now I just have to go out and buy sunscreen. The current issue
Damn,
of
that's
Mad
the best
Magazine.
deal. That is literally the best deal someone's ever gotten in the history of the show. What the fuck? That's like, the guy said they're worth $240 or $2,400. Exactly. They don't go over half, dude.
Zine for my plane ride to Costa Rica, and off I go.
I got this tin box here that's fairly old. I know it's old just by the date on the bottom.
Christmas 1914. This is pretty cool. This was a gift to the British troops. A Christmas gift in 1914. You know, I just love Imperium Britannicum. It's the Latin version of Imperial Britain. For some reason, even back then, it was real important for everything to sound Latin.
I have a tin box that I purchased at a yard sale in New Jersey. I really don't know much about the box itself, but I purchased it because of the date, 1914. It's the year my grandfather was born. I'd like to get $200 for the box.
This is really, really cool. It's been a while since I've seen one of these. While World War I was raging on in Europe, Princess Mary in England thought it would be very, very nice for all the troops to get a present. So they came up with this little brass box, and they distributed it to all the troops. There was a Christmas card inside, and I think the Christmas card had Princess Mary's face on it. And it also had a little thing of tobacco in it. And they determined that the nurses should not get the tobacco because it was not proper for a woman to smoke, and that chocolate would have been in that.
That's kind of misogynistic.
Nicest thing. Does got a neat history to it.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cancel the British Empire. Sweaty.
You ever hear about the Christmas truce in World War I?
No.
They called a truce for Christmas Day during the war, and a lot of the troops actually went over the enemy lines. They sat around, they drank with each other, and the next day they went back to war. Not only did this thing get through World War I in one piece, it's amazing the troops ever got it at all. There was a huge shortage of brass at the time because of the war, and the last thing a lot of generals were wanting to do was give brass candy boxes out. They wanted to make bullets. How much were you looking to get out of it?
200?
No. If it still had the heart in it, yeah.
All right. What's your best offer?
I'll make this really, really easy on you. I'll give you $100.
No. I'd probably be willing to take $125 for her.
It's not gonna happen. And the cool thing is, Christmas is coming up, so it'll sell. If you come in next month, I'm gonna offer you less because I'm gonna have to hold it a year to sell it. These things sell around Christmas time.
Okay.
I'll give you $100.
Dude, sweating over 25 bucks when you know Rick does not give a shit. This is
follow me. We'll write this up.
Okay, the $100
for the memes,
is good because I only purchased it for $15, and now I'm gonna be able to go out for a nice dinner this evening.
He's only doing this because out of principle.
What do we have here?
Well, this is a family sleigh. It's been in my mom's living room for many years. It's actually been a Christmas decoration that stays year-round.
Hey, Pops. You know anything about antique sleighs?
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. It's a one-horse open sleigh.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that.
I got the sleigh from my dad. He'd always loved sleighs. He bought it many years ago from a customer of his. It's original. There's amazing artwork on it of Santa. It's just in beautiful condition and has a wonderful antique look that it doesn't even need anything.
I absolutely love this.
Do you know how old it is or anything, or?
It was made somewhere between 1850 and 1880. Don't know exactly when.
Yeah, this is like modern transportation in the 1800s. These things were used in wintertime outside when it was nasty. This would have not been the fabric that was on it. Generally, things like this were either oilcloth or leather, because what would this cushion be like after like 10 minutes riding around in the rain? It'd be pretty gnarly. It's in incredibly good shape, though.
It is in great shape. The runners have been repainted sometime a long time ago, but back here, it's original bodywork. And there's even Santa over here. See, driving the sleigh, reindeer.
That's cool. Well, it's to the period. Most people don't know this. Up until the 1800s, Santa was more like an elf. He wasn't like the modern Santa Claus, be like a human being that lives at the North Pole. He was sort of like this elfin creature. How much you want for it?
4,300.
Not gonna happen.
Hey, the thing's made for snow. Am I getting a Clydesdale to pull me around the sand dunes in this thing? I don't know. There's no use for it here in Vegas.
It'll look pretty in your living room. At Christmas time, you can put presents under it.
Dude, this is so dumb. There's no use for it here in Vegas. As though you're only selling sleighs right now for transportation. Like, sometimes they say the dumbest shit and you just like don't really pay attention to what they're saying. And it's like, you just kind of walk away from it. But it's so dumb. Like, why would you say that? Oh, sick, dude. Yeah, you're right. I guess we are in the desert, so we can't really transport ourselves with this sleigh, like as though you're gonna use it in fucking 2019 or any other.
I will tell you what. I'll give you $1,000 for it.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
No. Look at it from my perspective, okay? First off, if I sell this to someone who's actually going to use it, they're going to have to redo the interior and they're going to bitch about it. If I sell this to someone who wants to make it a Christmas display in their store or something like that, they're a business owner, they're cheap.
I understand that finding the customer these things, it's a niche market. I feel like it's worth more than that because it's got an aged antiques patina.
You know what? I'm looking at what I can sell it for.
I understand.
There is a very, very slim market for cutter sleighs.
In Las Vegas.
Especially on the West Coast.
So I will give you $1,000.
I'm sorry, I just can't go that low.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it very much.
It would have been nice to make a deal, but I'm gonna keep filling it with presents and just keep using it as a Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas. Chum, I know you give you a lot of crap, but I'm really happy you work here, even if the old man doesn't agree. Merry Christmas.
I hate these in-between moments, dude. Oh, we're back. What would you do? Who's ready?
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, oh, tree of green unchanging.
The Christmas tree. It's one of the most classic symbols of the season. And for many of us, finding that special tree is often a family tradition. The grander the tree, the better.
This little green one here seems to need a home.
We all remember that puny little tree in the Charles Schulz classic, A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Can't you even tell a good tree from a poor tree? What kind of a tree is that? What a tree!
If only Charlie Brown could see this. The Christmas trees at Secor Farms in Mahwah, New Jersey. Families have been finding the perfect tree here for 100 years.
Are you guys excited? We're finally gonna get a tree.
Our family of actors is Sandy, a struggling single mother who's injured and out of work, and her 2 kids, Joseph and Isabel.
This tree. Oh, that one is nice.
Times are tough for this family.
We can't afford this one. I'm sorry. We can't go over $25.
The kids' dreams are dashed as they find out they can only afford the straggliest.
What the fuck is $25? What can you buy for $25 in a tree store, dude? I don't know what the going rate for trees is. They're gonna give you a fucking a pine cone, dude. Yeah, an acorn.
Saddest tree on the lot.
Look at this one. Isn't it pretty?
It's too small.
It's just too small, Mom.
And it doesn't have that many branches.
But their mother can only afford the Charlie Brown tree. What would you do?
Guys, we
It's kind of whack too. It's like, whatever.
cannot
We'll see.
afford those trees. We have a budget. Honey, please don't cry.
I always dreamed of a tree like that.
Mom, can we get this? Joseph, we cannot buy such a big tree.
Are you guys getting a big tree?
$55.
I hope so.
What did I tell you the budget was?
Their parents are getting their kids a
Listen, I'll leave those people alone.
Immediately, this woman and her son are drawn to our family and they move in a bit closer.
What the fuck? The average tree price is $65, maybe in 2013? When this was filmed, I guess?
Did you get yours?
Are trees that cheap? Is that why everyone has fucking trees? Bro, I literally thought trees were like... dude, guys, remember, I have never bought a Christmas tree for obvious reasons. But like $65 for an average tree. It's a fucking giant tree, dude. Wait, is that actually too much? Is that $65? Is that a lot of money? Bro, it's a tree. Like the raw material alone is like kind of expensive. Yes, guys, I'm a champagne socialist who's out of touch with the working class because I don't know how much fucking trees cost. Because I've never went out of my way to buy a fucking gigantic tree that will die in 2 weeks. It must mean it's because I'm an elitist and not the other way around.
Isabel.
I want a big.
Have Isabel start crying again.
I want a big tree, but she's saying
Trees, smaller trees on the other
she's
side.
saying
That's what I was trying to tell them. Isabel.
Chris Gilfillan continues looking for her own tree until a salesman who's also working for us asks them a question.
What was going on over there?
They only have a budget of $25 and the kids are 20.
Oh my gosh.
They think they need a tree big enough for Santa to come.
That's so sad.
I know. I can't even talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
The family walks away, but Chris seems concerned. She can't keep her eyes off our
He's
family.
gonna be like, we gotta kick
And
them out.
then
She's talking to her husband.
Why don't you find out which one they like? Maybe.
Well, she's telling her husband, let's do it, let's do it.
Okay, where's the tree that you have? I think he put it down over here. I'll be there. No, you don't have to.
Oh, I'd love to.
It's too much money. No, why would you do that?
Because it's the holidays. Is it? Yeah. It's the one you guys like? Right? Yeah, it's beautiful. And I think it'll look beautiful in your house.
Pretty elitist of you to not buy a tree or a religious holiday only relevant to you via U.S. homogeneity. Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to be extra good to stand on your mom, right?
How are they going to get the tree?
I am.
You're paying for it?
Yeah.
The tree's 55, yeah? Sure that's okay?
A beautiful tree now being wrapped up for our family. But before they leave, this dad has a special request.
You have to promise me something, okay?
Okay.
When you have a chance to do something nice for somebody, you have to promise me that you'll do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You know what this is called?
What?
There's a phrase that says, a small act of kindness can have a ripple that can change the world. Okay?
Okay.
So if we do something nice, and then you do something nice, and then you do something nice, and then you do something nice.
You're so kind.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
No, Merry Christmas to the Gilfillan family. You're on What Would You Do?
No way.
We wanted, we wanted to see who would step in. And God, you were awesome. Tell us what you were thinking.
We're thinking that we're a very fortunate family, and
You know this guy voted for Donald Trump, though. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you. Trump voter who believes COVID is fake now. You know, that man voted for Trump.
we saw somebody who may have needed some help, and my wife had tears in her eyes, and she said, let's help them.
Helping each other. Words to live by, especially during this holiday season. It happened all day long, time and again, total strangers opening their hearts and wallets for our family.
Get a bigger tree. Oh my God.
We'll donate $40.
Bro, he got Republican-ass shades, bro.
Excuse me, man.
Sorry.
Merry Christmas.
Oh no, you don't have to do that. I'm sorry.
I don't work here. What if I give you $35?
You know, why would you do that?
Because I'd love to.
But nothing prepared us for Helen Schwabacher. She sadly recently lost her husband, and she's clearly touched by our family's plight.
Oh my God.
I can tell you something. Can you pick a bigger tree for them? And I would love to buy it for them. Oh, you don't have to. That's really nice of you.
I hate this show.
Sweet.
No, it's something that I really want to do. I lost my husband not too long ago, and it would be something that he would love for me to do for you guys. Okay?
But you don't know, so why would you do that for us?
It doesn't matter. So you pick something out, and you give him the ticket, and then I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're very welcome.
You're
It's my
very
pleasure.
nice.
It's from all of us.
I'm not sure what to pick out.
Kids get a beautiful tree and then show it to her and thank her again.
Do you want to see the tree that we picked out?
Yeah, sure. I would love to. Thank you so much.
A lot of beautiful things are going to happen this new year for you. I know that.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm John Quinones with ABC's
Hi, John Quinones.
What
How
Would
are
You
you?
Do? The TV show. They're actors. We wanted to.
Kidding?
Wanted to,
serious? Oh my God.
we wanted to know who would step in. And
Get out of here. Oh my God.
She's crying because she's like, I'm so duped. I thought this was going to be a real moment where I was like, actually going to do something nice for another human being. It's been so long. Oh, it's just a prank? So this act was pointless? And I was put in this position exclusively for personal gain by the corporate overlords at ABC. Thanks, John Quinones. I will never feel vulnerable or the touch of another human once ever again.
I'm sorry. You okay? You were so kind. This is a family?
Yes, we all are.
We were taping the whole thing, and we heard you say you lost your husband.
Yes. And my husband was a very giving man, and he would have wanted me to do something like
He's like, I'm John Quinones, and we've brought you a new husband. Oh, are you crying? Let me remind you about your dead husband. I'm John Quinones. I'll be your new husband now. Someone to try to say you got to pay taxes on that husband. Yep. I'm John Quinones. And you're going to have to pay $8,000 for that husband.
This, we would have done it together. He was here.
The little boy is your grandson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two of them.
Did they whisper something to you?
They did. My grandson said to me that, you know, you're the most wonderful person I know. And he said, you did such a beautiful thing.
The Christmas spirit is still alive.
Yeah.
It's alive and well.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas
Our wish that giving spirit fill all our hearts for many.
Ew. Santa gets drunk on his...
You know why we're here today?
Yeah.
Well, we're here to talk about Santa Claus.
Where Santa Claus lives.
I know.
Bro, this is terrorism! I can't believe they shot this for a YouTube video, bro. Thank God for the internet, dude. This moment. It's like baby's first lie. Babies learn that their parents lie to them.
On the North Pole.
What else do you know about Santa?
He's chubby.
Too much cookies, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Mama and I got something we need to tell you.
Can we break some news to them?
We're just telling them?
Yeah.
Oh. Santa isn't real.
Do I ever tell you Santa Claus is not real?
No, I just figured that one out.
This is Mrs. Claus, and this is Santa.
I knew it. I knew it.
Santa Claus is not real.
I told you. I told you.
Do you know that Santa's not real?
Wrong. Santa Claus is real.
Have you ever met Santa?
Yes.
Where at?
Cascade Mall. And the line was huge.
Well, Santa's not real, sorry.
Have you ever wondered how Santa can be at every mall and all these different places at one time?
The more people that believe in Santa Claus, the more power he has to fly.
Oh. Mommy is the one that writes from Santa, so she's lying to you. She's a liar.
Mommy just reads it, and then I throw it away.
And she's Mrs. Santa.
No, you're not. Mr. Santa has white hair, or you have dark hair.
But do you remember one time you asked me, you say, why is Santa Claus come down from chimney, but he did not get a burn?
Every single person that celebrates Christmas does not like put their chimney on fire.
Okay.
Nobody wants to kill Santa Claus. Nobody does.
Well, Mommy really feel like we are a terrible person now because we are telling the truth. Santa Claus is not real.
You are not telling the truth.
Do you feel like you just don't want to believe it?
Yes, it actually depends what the situation is.
The situation is telling you that Santa is
I
not
don't
gonna
believe that situation.
Well, Mom and I bring you gifts.
What happens to little boys and girls that don't believe in Santa?
Well, they do Kwanzaa or Hanukkah.
Well, besides that...
You're getting older, Kayla. So it's time for you to know that Santa is not even real.
It is real.
Then what's your idea, though?
My idea is that that's a big fake, and no, Santa is real.
Well, I think we all have
Case
a little...
closed.
You know, it's funny. You guys are like, oh, this is really fucked up. You know, we're watching kids get exploited. But then we listen to fucking, you know, COVID deniers here that Joe Biden is the president every day. And you guys are laughing the entire time. And those kids have, I mean, those adults have the same processing power as these kids. So technically, you're being real hypocritical. You laugh when Trump supporters get mad and don't want to believe that you know, Santa Claus isn't real, or that Trump doesn't care about him. Just saying.
And you remember when you put milk in cookies?
Yes.
I was the one who drank the milk.
So you were Santa?
I was the fake Santa.
So then all this time I've been thinking that Santa ate the cookies?
Yes. But the cookies are really good. Why don't you want to believe the situation?
Because Santa is real.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Nope.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, you're out of luck.
What do you think?
Whatever.
Okay.
Don't look at me mean.
The Michael Jackson song we listen to all the time. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. You
What
want to
is
know
going
why?
on?
Oh my God. He's about to do a second betrayal with the Michael Jackson thing.
Mommy was kissing Santa
And
Claus?
Daddy wasn't there. Daddy did not hear it. Daddy did not see it. What is
Because
going on?
Daddy is Santa Claus, and that's the reason Mommy kissed Santa.
Your life is a lie, Tria. I'm just kidding. Your life.
Okay, look. I could prove that you two, you're not Santa and you're not Miss Claus.
Okay, you prove it.
Prove it. Ask me a question that only Santa would know the answer to.
Tell me all the reindeer names.
Well, there's Dancer and Prancer and Cubert.
Okay, you're not Santa.
How many did I say?
You feel okay with that?
Yes.
I see some tears. You okay?
Yes.
Are you gonna still cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Your cookies are really good.
I make them with all my heart.
Oh.
I think if Santa's real in your heart, then he should be real, and
That's
you should look
great.
forward to him on Christmas Day.
You have everything you want?
Sort of, yeah.
You have me and your mom.
I know.
That's all you need, right?
What's Christmas all about, you guys? I wanna know
Family.
that. Family.
I want you to be Santa.
You want me to be Santa?
Yeah.
I'll be Santa.
I'm the Santa.
No, you're not.
You don't believe me. Why do you not believe me that I'm Santa?
I think you're my wish person.
I'm the wish person. What's a wish person?
Sometimes you make my wishes come true.
While we're here being truthful, do you know who the Tooth Fairy is?
Oh, yay.
It's your mother.
Nope.
So you met Santa Claus at your school the other day at the pancake breakfast at your school. What did you
Yeah,
have?
but that's the fake Santa Claus. That's Santa Claus's helper, though.
How'd you know it was a fake Santa?
Oh, snap. That's a good question.
Hello, this episode is sponsored by TikTok, which means we're going to show you
6 Christmas Lovers, 1 Secret Scrooge is absolutely not a TikTok, or not TikTok, sorry. It's absolutely not a Jubilee episode that we're going to watch. Like, it's just not happening. That sounds like doo-doo butter. That sounds like Garbo. So instead, am I stalling, dude? Am I fucking stalling, dude? Is it freaking time, dude? Top clips now, you liar. Listen, top clips are one thing. But what about the top community? Huh? What about one of the most important parts of this community? I want to show... dude. I wanted to find the song before I turned it on, but I couldn't find the song! Here, I'll play it. I'll start with this one today. Yeah. Oh, it's also top of the hour.
It's Leo on the beat, yeah.